Alright guys, just finished a good cardio session, about 3.5 miles in 32 minutes. And if you didn't watch yesterday's video, in that video I gave tips on how to make cardio more enjoyable and overall make it easier. And my main tips that I used today was to keep yourself busy. Keep your mind off the cardio while you're doing it. So for example, today I watched UFC fights, MMA fights. I also watched Muay Thai and grappling. And at times I'll watch TV shows or movies. And what I'll do is I'll only watch those fights, TV shows or movies only when I'm doing the cardio. So if I'm watching an episode of a TV show or a series, I would want to do more cardio because I want to watch the show and see what happens next. And another tip I use is to not consistently look at a timer on my watch or the clock or the timer on the treadmill. And this goes for anything. It could be a clock on the wall, timer on the elliptical. Because if you're constantly looking at your time on the watch or your timer, your cardio session's gonna seem like it's taking forever. If you're not looking at a clock or a timer, cardio will definitely go a lot faster. And as your endurance goes up and your cardiovascular health gets stronger, you're gonna get that runner's high every time you run or do that cardio. So for me, after about 10 minutes of running, I start getting that endorphin released. And I get that runner's high, which makes the rest of my jog or run go so much faster. And another tip was to find the cardio that you like the most. For me, I like running. I've always liked jogging. Ever since in high school, I've always ran. It's always been something I love to do. And if you like elliptical, if you like cycling, if you like playing basketball, soccer, football, whatever you like to do, as long as you're getting active, you're getting your heart rate up, find the cardio that works best for you, something that you can do consistently. Once you get your cardiovascular health up, I promise you'll enjoy cardio so much more. Alright guys, so I'll be switching from my iPhone 14 Pro to my Canon R10, which is my favorite mirrorless camera right now. And recently I got this new lens, which is absolutely awesome. It's an RF lens. It's a 16mm 2.8 STM prime lens. It's perfect for wide angle and vlogging. I absolutely love the Canon R10 because it is a tiny mirrorless camera and the specs are absolutely insane. Alright, so I'm going to go up in a minute here and I'm about to do a nice shoulder workout. My building has a nice gym upstairs and I usually do shoulder and arm day there. And that shoulder day may be on tomorrow's video. Right now I want to go over my macros and the calories I have right now because I'm currently on a cut. And my weight, I'm roughly a little bit below 200 pounds and my weight I want to get to is around 185. Soon I'm going to start doing daily weigh-ins and I'm going to do physique updates to show you guys where I'm at. I've done this cut many times and I want to get down to around 185, maybe 190. It really depends on how my body is looking and how much muscle mass I'm retaining while I'm losing weight. So I know my body pretty well. I know exactly how I need to diet, exactly what macros I need, what works best for me in regards to carb to fat ratio, and how much to deplete myself. All right, and let me grab my whiteboard really quick and I'll show you guys my current macros. Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to get your macros, your fat, protein, carbohydrates, and how many calories you need. And you can either gain weight, lose weight, or you can maintain. For me, I'm on a cut, so I'm looking to lose weight here. And when I started this, I've been on a diet for about 1 week now. I started at 206 pounds. Right now I weighed at 200. So I did lose some water weight throughout the week. So I started out at 206 pounds. And from here, you're going to determine how active you are throughout the day. So you're going to multiply 206, your weight, either by 12, 13, or 14. 12 is you're not active at all. You're not active, you have a desk job, and you don't do any physical activity, very minimal. 13 is in the middle, you do some activity, but you don't move around too much. 14 is you have a job where you're active on your feet, you're constantly moving around, and you work out. For me, I do move around in regards to walking my dog throughout the day. I do work out, I lift weights, and do cardio almost every day, but that's only for an hour or two throughout the day. So I would say I'm right in the middle, I would say at 13. So 206 times 13 is 2,472. And you'll need your calorie amount before you can get your carbs, fat, and protein. So next you have to determine your body type. 3 body types are endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. So I won't go too far into this, but you need to know what kind of body type you have. Endomorph is someone that's more stockier. They have larger midsection and hips. They gain fat really easily. It's definitely hard to lose, and they usually have a slower metabolism. Ectomorph is someone that's definitely more lengthy. They have more narrow shoulders and hips in respect to their height. And everyone has that friend that's tall, lengthy, and they can't gain weight for the life of them. And mesomorph. Mesomorph is someone with medium bone structure with shoulders, wide hips, someone with more of an athletic build, someone that has an effective or a fast metabolism. They can gain muscle and lose weight with ease. And everyone wants to be a mesomorph, but I'm definitely between endomorph and mesomorph. I am definitely not an ectomorph. I'm about 5'9", and right now I weigh 200 pounds. My ideal weight is around 185 to 190. And this is all about percentages here. Depending on what body type you have, you're either going to do your fat, protein, and carbohydrates are going to be different. So if you are an endomorph, you're going to be doing 35% protein. Carbohydrates, you're going to be at 25%. And your fat is going to be at 40%. If you are an ectomorph, you're going to have 25% protein. You're going to have 55% carb and 20% fat. Mesomorph, you're going to have 30% protein, 40% carb, and 30% fat. Like I said, I've done this several times myself, and like I said, it really depends how your body reacts to this. This isn't a strict guideline on exactly what you need to do, but I am in between an endomorph and mesomorph, and I've always went with 30% protein, 40% carbohydrate, and 30% fat. For me, the 30, 40, 30 always worked great for myself. I've done this several times, and I know it works best for me. And keep in mind, like I said, this is just a guideline on what you should do. Now that we know our ratio for protein, carbs, and fat, you're going to write down your current calories. You're going to multiply your protein by 0.30. You're going to multiply your carbohydrates by 0.40 and your fat by 0.30. All right, so your protein and fat, it's going to be 741.60, 741.60. And if your carbohydrate, it's going to be 988.8. All right, now we're going to get the actual numbers for your protein, carbs, and fat. So now that we have our protein, carbs, and fat here, you're going to divide your protein by 4, carbohydrate by 9, and your fat by 9. The reason why you do this is protein, there is 4 calories per gram, carb, 9 calories per gram, and fat, 9 calories per gram. So to get my final protein, carbs, and fat, my protein ends up being 185.4. My carbohydrate is 247.2. And my fat is 82.40. So this is my final protein, carb, and fat. Since I've done this multiple times before, I know exactly how much I need to decrease in calories to get to where I want to be. And if I'm going to be aggressive about it, I can lose about 0.5 to 1 pound per body fat per week. So since I've done this before, I know exactly where my calories need to be for me to lose body fat and for me to still feel okay. For me, 2,472, I can do this and I will lose weight because this will be depleting me, but I can easily do 2,200 calories, no problem, without feeling too depleted. I can still lift pretty good. In regards to weight, I lost about 1 to 1.5 pounds per week. And that's pretty aggressive, and I've done that before several times, and I was able to do this no problem. So for some people, 2,472 could be very low. Some people, it could be exactly what you need. If you're new to calculating your macros, start with whatever amount you came up with for your protein, carbs, and fat. Everyone's going to be different. If this doesn't work for you, go back to the endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph percentages. Everyone's going to be different, but for me, having 30% protein, 40% carb, and 30% fat is the exact ratio I need and what works best for myself. For me, having a higher carbohydrate diet with lower fat, it makes me feel good. It makes me more satiated throughout the day. So keep in mind, this is for me losing weight. If you're looking to gain weight, what you need to do is stick with this initial calories for at least a week or two. Track your body weight, take the average every single week of what you're at. Let's say, for example, you're at 2,472 calories and your body weight doesn't change after a week or two. If you're looking to gain weight, increase it by 100, maybe 200 calories and wait another week or 2 weeks to see where you're at from there. The last thing you want to do is increase this number too much, and you don't want to gain too much body fat. For losing weight, same thing. You don't want to deplete it too much. Stick with the calories for a week or two. See where your body weight is. If you're losing body weight, perfect. Stay with this. If you're not, increase the calories by maybe 100 or 200. If you're at 2,472, you don't want to go down to 2,000 calories. For most people, depleting almost 500 calories is going to be too much. You're not going to have much energy. You're not going to feel good. You're not going to have much energy throughout the day in the gym. You want to either increase or decrease your calories by little increments at a time. I have a feeling going over these macros took a lot of time in this video. So I'm going to go up and do a shoulder workout. That's going to be on the next video. I'm going to end this video right here. So I know this video not much happened, but if you guys are into counting calories or you're looking to learn how, definitely go off this model. It's definitely a starting point for most people. And for me, like I said, I've done this several times and it's worked great. I'm going to go upstairs to a shoulder workout, and that shoulder workout is going to be on the next video because I have a feeling this is going to take a big portion of this video. I'm going to end the video right here, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please leave a comment down below what you guys want to see on this channel, what kind of content. Are you guys into tracking calories? Do you want me to go into more of this and give you guys more tips on how to gain weight or lose weight? And I'm going to take you guys on my fitness journey with me. Like I said, I'm currently on a cut. I want to lose about 1 to 1.5 pounds per week. And I'll show you guys exactly how I'm feeling and how my workouts are and how my strength is over time. And remember, I respond back to every single comment I get. And I'll see you guys in the next video.